Okay, I'm going to see, make sure I'm live. Sometimes I can't cope. That's why I use my phone. Um, why won't it let me? Sometimes I hate these stupid stuff that doesn't cooperate. Okay, it did cooperate. All right, guys. We're gonna be talking about, well, what's it called? Our first. I don't have my mouse on me. I need to go grab it, but I probably will later. But we're talking about the. Why do I have two tabs open? I have no. Okay. All right. Talk about like there's no such thing as that. What am I doing? Oh, I'm hitting. All right. We're talking about the first EF5 tornado since Moore, Oklahoma, and about this tornado. Someone that lives in North Dakota, that is something because there hasn't been an EF5 tornado here since literally almost 70 years. The last one was the Fargo EF5 tornado 1957, and that's the most deadliest tornado in North Dakota. So, but yeah, is there any images? I need to just, yeah, because most people don't know where Inderlin is. I might look up on a map for you guys, because most people don't know where this is, and I will show. Oh, okay, there's something that shows you, but not really showing towns. But this is Cass County is my county, and then that's Barnes. So Inderlin's right here, but I'm gonna get a better map for it because some people don't know where it's at. So, and that's why. So, why do I keep getting YouTube notifications? And left it in it. Okay. Yeah, and it's just our first EF5 since Moore, Oklahoma, and stuff like that. And like some of my people ask me like some of these other most people ask me like, well, how did this get rated after like 3 months? Well, they were just having what's called our National Weather Service for Grand Forks. They just wanted to make sure everything was what's it called proper because it was an EF3 and then it was an EF4 and then they upgraded to a 5. So that's why. So, but it's just crazy. And the crazy thing, this happened at night when I know understand about the sun and all that stuff, but it was dark out. So, and stuff like that. It's hard to see nighttime tornadoes, even violent tornadoes too at night. But I'm going to show up a map of Inderland where everyone that is because some people don't know where that's at. And sometimes that town doesn't like being spelled. Sometimes you just have to look it up because sometimes I've realized when I spell something, it doesn't cooperate. Yeah. So, but I was spelling it wrong anyways. Interwin. All right, there we go. And plus, this didn't hit the town of Inderland. It hit the what's it called? The out on the east, like open field, like the out, like literally maybe I think like 3 to 4 miles east of Inderland is where the tornado touched down. So I'm gonna show a map. Ugh, I need a map. Let's do a map. Oh, there's maps right here. Okay, I don't need to show that. So, and most people don't know where this is, and most people don't know about what happened on June 29th. Like, it literally, I think it was over here, because this is the town of Ingerland. I've been through here a couple times, because I have family to the west of here that you have to take a different highway to get down. So, and this town never got hit. It was on the eastern side of town, like right here. And if you look, like, there's not many towns around here. Like, you got this town, you got Sheldon, you got Liberty or whatever down here. And you don't got, these are really just small communities. They're not big communities and stuff like that. And what's it called? This tornado, because we had a big destructive line known as a derecho coming through from the west that was producing hurricane force winds. And this was completely moving east. They were saying there was a tornado on the ground over by Leonard and Davenport, but there was no damage over here, so I don't know what that was about. But it was getting closer to what's it called? The southern side of the metro. This is where I'm at. What is that? And what's it called? Most people don't know, but if that line did not, what's it called? Did not start. If the line did not pick up speed, because it did pick up speed once it exited Bismarck, because it started going at like 50 to 60 miles an hour compared to these supercells that were moving at like 20 miles an hour. So that's just, yeah, and like a lot of like storm chasers were getting concerned with the metro, if like with it coming in, because if to be honest, if that the tornado would have hit, what's it called, would have come in from the southwest or something, and the tornado was a monster. If you've seen pictures of it, it was a monster, like a beast. It could have been, we could have had June 20th, 1957 all over again, but that never happened. So fortunately, that derecho did save us, and because it pretty much, like, the storms, like, I don't know what you call it, so, but yeah, because there was a tornado warning for down here for Horse, like Frontier, like Briarwood, like at least small towns really down here under the warning, but and then they dropped it. So, but we got lucky here, so it was something. So, but it's just crazy. So, and then here's a picture from one. Oh, I want to let me click on it. I guess if you click on things, it makes you do stuff. But maybe zoom. There we go. But this is from Valley News Live, one of our news stations. Some storm chaser took a picture of it. So, and plus, you only get lightning to see it because of it dark. But yeah. So, but it's just crazy that it's been now upgraded. It took 3 months to upgrade it. People say it should have been EF5 in the first place, but yeah. Yeah, and there was an EF2 because this tornado, like there was this big tornado threat that we were dealing with, and the weird thing, it curved because I think the reason why, because we had that straight line wind threat coming, and that's why the tornadoes were getting affected by by this. So yeah, just east of Inderland, west of Sheldon. So I'm like looking at the path. If it started down here and the line was coming from the west, like it would have kept going. Like if it didn't hook, it would have kept going northwest, 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 and you keep taking that. Oh, what's that? I don't know why I keep getting these stupid stuff on my computer. I don't know what that's about. Um, it would have just kept going up towards the Met. It would have come in from the southwest. So, and I didn't know what. So, but well, it's just Mother Nature at her worst, I guess. But never in my life. I'd be like, this is literally everyone that lives here. This is literally like people that were alive in the 50s. Remember that EF5 tornado hit Fargo, but now people that haven't seen an EF5 here, it's now in our lifetime that North Dakota. No, we didn't see it, but I'm like, it's in our lifetime that our state saw one. It's just, it's just like, yeah, but it's a drought. People were like, some people are excited. So I'm like, why would you be happy? Because I'm like, people lost their life. 3 people lost their life that day, or that evening from the tornado. So I'm like, it's just, wait, let me see. Where's where's Inderlin at? I didn't think I went too far. Yep, I went too far because it's, yeah, because it started down by Liberty, and if it was continue to go, because it started down here, and it was, if it would have continued to go this way, yeah, keep going, would have hit Maple River. Oh yeah, it would have come up towards Mapleton and I-94, and it would have hit West Fargo area. So literally West Fargo and parts of like the airport. Oh god, right by downtown would have been hit. Oh, that would have been just bad. Yeah, I would have come up towards West Fargo and then possibly, I don't know, could have turned right into the city. I don't know. So, but yeah, so because most people don't know that about there was a big line behind these storms, and they were producing 80 to 100 miles an hour wind gusts and stuff like that, and no one knows about that. So if we didn't have that, damn it, if we didn't have that squall line, we would have probably been screwed. But But that never that is thankful that it never happens. So, but yeah, that's pretty much what I'm talking about. I'm just yeah. There is videos on it, I think. There's hotels. Are you kidding me? Oh, there is. I'm like, bruh. First tornadoes since 2019. Yeah, that is. Yeah, so many YouTubers have uploaded about with this thing. I'm like, it's just and stuff like that. So like some of these are videos are actually from Inderland. I'm gonna turn down my sound because this could be loud. Like some of these videos, this contact has been someone blocked it on YouTube. I don't know who did that, but whatever. This one watch these be blocked. I would no, that one's not blocked. But this is where what's it called? The tornado. Like I know you can't see because it's lightning.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so but there is photos. I'm gonna see if I could get. I'm gonna because there is photos of that monster tornado that was coming. That was over by Inderland. I just don't know. They're just gonna show all these EF5 things now because what is this? It. This looks like it. Like you can't really see because it's dark. Completely darkness at 11 o'clock at night. You can't see, but that was the tornado back there in beats. Well, that's nothing. That was the tornado, and that if that would have stayed on the ground, no one. It would just been cat. What's it called? Just mass destruction here in Fargo. It would have just been because the bad thing if they would have it would have what's it called? People were sleeping because it was like the time it would have got here would have been midnight, and everyone would have been sleeping. I was kind of awake, but not whatever. But it was just oh here's what's this? Yeah, here's another path. Yeah, three people. 210 miles an hour EF5. Yeah, the time right here 11:02 to 11:21 p.m., not a.m. So, yeah, everyone's gonna be talking about this now because it's been five ever it's because it's been 12 years since 20. Is it been 12 years? About that maybe. I don't know. I was 9 years old when that happened. I'm 21, I'll be 22. So I don't know if that's 12, maybe it's 13. I just don't know. What's that? I just ran into something. Oh, that's in. Wait, what? When was this? An Alabama tornado? That looks. I have no idea. There's only been one. Oh, here's another photo. Here's the one. This is the tornado. This one. This is the one. Look how look at that, like monster. Like if that would have hit Fargo, it would have just been bad. So I know here's another one. Like, yeah, here's like the one. This is like the most popular one because there's been a lot of photos on this on social media. So it's just yeah. But hopefully, like it's just been a crazy summer here. Like so and stuff like that. So there's yeah, and like I can literally explain. I can literally like tell you about June 20th because I still remember it. It's been like 3 months ago. Like literally, it started out at like what's it called? I thought it wasn't gonna be that bad of like an outbreak, but I guess it turned into like an outbreak to remember. But I'm like, it was not that humid in the morning, but once you got towards the afternoon, it felt like I was in Florida. That's how miserable it was and stuff like that. And stuff like that. And it was so muggy and humid and stuff like that, and I did not expect that to happen. And then about quarter to 7 or so, that's when storms started firing up. So, and then it just turned into a thing to remember that storms fire. This is not gonna be a long stream. I was just trying to make a video, but I don't know how to make a video on a computer. I'm gonna try to figure that out, but I will eventually. But I'm just was talking about it because I'm like so many people are talking about it nowadays. Like literally, probably gonna be like people are gonna ask me like, are you like what's it called? I'm gonna be like, are you okay? Because I'm like your state got an EF5 tornado. I'll be like, yes, I'm still here to this day. So many people in my city are still here. I know 3 people lost their life on the outskirts of Inderland, but there was actually a total of 4 people that died from that event. But one of them occurred with the derecho out west by Jamestown area. So, but no, now it feels like no one's gonna talk about the derecho at all. But whatever, people won't talk about it because people just yeah forget things. But now this tornado will be remembered. I know the like it's stuff. I know a lot of people won't like be like it shouldn't be like how we're gonna remember a tornado that we don't that we didn't see because it happened at night. But I'm like only storm chasers will remember. But there's just it finally it's drought over, so but no, it took 3 months to actually get it to an EF5 tornado. And the ground for they took their time. They took their time. Then like and stuff like that. Sometimes it takes time for stuff to be. I know the more Oklahoma probably gonna took maybe like a week, but that's because it hit. That's because it hit places that were like homes and stuff. But this was like more like it hit. It did hit some farmsteads and like houses, but this and stuff like that because it completely like swept their entire like farm off their foundation. That's why I think that's why it was an EF5 because it swept off and trees were barked, and some trees were like there was a tree I guess it was completely ripped out of the ground, even the root, which and stuff like that. That was yeah, and there was a train cart that had like I don't know how it was like 1,000. I don't know. It was pretty heavy, had stuff in it, and it was picked up by the tornado and thrown like a good distance. So I'm like. Yeah, but I just wanted to pop on here and just people will probably watch this in the future, but it has come to an end that the EF5 thing is over. We've had so many EF4 tornadoes since 2013, but now it's come to an end. But I know it's not a good thing that that you want to see an EF5 tornado, but no one does because it's just yeah. So, but hopefully next summer is a lot quieter than this summer. This summer was relentless. It was just nonstop, constant, severe weather. There was like at least, um, I don't know how many tornado watches, but there was 80 tornadoes this year, and this is the one that will probably make just world news and like it's just something to remember. I won't be surprised next year we see a document on what happened on June 20th, 2025 with our if there is I might if there's like a live I might go live with it because I'm like just because of what happened, but we'll see on next June. So but I'm gonna end the stream and I probably no one's watching, but if someone is, I hope you have a good rest of your day and we will see you guys next time. Goodbye.